The homeless man tied himself and his dog together before he died, and he wanted the dog to bury him with him. The dog tied up with an iron chain hasn't eaten for several days. Although the river was within reach, he couldn't drink a single sip due to severe dehydration. The dog lay on the ground, barely alive. At the brink of death, the dog remembered its owner, and he and his owner had unfulfilled promises. This dog is not just a stray dog. When the dog was first born, its mother was captured by the Animal Management Bureau and fortunately raised by a female cat. When living under an abandoned building, a kind young man often came to feed him, and the dog voluntarily chose to follow him, thus becoming its lifelong owner. The owner loves the dog very much, and feeding it a piece of cheese every night is their exclusive little secret. When the owner goes to work, the dog accompanies his mother for a walk, chases squirrels, and even goes to the retired military sanatorium where his mother works. With its lively and obedient behavior, it heals many lonely veterans and becomes a source of joy for the family. The good times didn't last long. As a large dog, the local authorities classified it as a dangerous bulldog and banned it from the streets. The owner trained it to run away immediately when it heard go home to protect it. Once, the dog encountered a police officer while chasing a squirrel and refused to leave to protect its owner, ultimately leading to its capture. Although the owner redeemed the dog by paying a fine, the staff warned that if the dog is caught again, it will be euthanized. To ensure the safety of the dog, the owner decided to move and first fostered it to a friend's house 400 kilometers away. After he settled in the house, he went to pick it up. A dog that doesn't understand human rules, full of longing for its owner, unexpectedly climbed over the courtyard wall and fled, embarking on its way home. On the way, it passed by its owner who came to pick it up, and thus embarked on a long 2-year journey back to in the jungle. The dog adopted a little cougar whose mother was killed by hunters, and risked stealing food to feed it every day. When the little cougar grew up, it would also fish to repay its kindness. Later, they were surrounded by wolf packs and fortunately received human assistance. Due to an avalanche accident, he helped rescue the trapped dog and briefly received human care. But the dog never gave up looking for its owner and set off again. Afterwards, the dog was taken in by a kind-hearted homeless man, but due to the death of the homeless man in the cold winter and being tied up in chains, it fell into a desperate situation, lacking water and food. When it was on the brink of death, it was rescued by 2 boys. Encountering another wolf pack on the way, the mountain lion, who had grown into a forest king, rushed to rescue and escorted the dog all the way to the human city. Reluctant to say goodbye, the dog that returned to the city was hit by a car while crossing the road and crippled its leg, but it persisted in moving forward. After finally finding its home and memory, it realized that its owner had already moved away. In despair, it remembered the nursing home where its owner's mother worked and limped over. The sanatorium. The dog reunited with its former friend and met its beloved owner, who they embraced tightly. The police arrived immediately and had to take the dog away according to local regulations. Fortunately, the sanatorium is under federal jurisdiction and not subject to local regulations. Coupled with the unwavering support of veterans, the police ultimately relented. 2 years apart, the dog still remembers the little game of feeding cheese with its owner. For dogs, once they choose their owner, it is a lifetime of loyalty. Even if they have crossed mountains and rivers, experienced countless difficulties and dangers, they must fulfill the promise of returning home.